Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Terlord here, and today we are continuing onwards with our walkthrough series that I am doing for Nioh 2, the complete edition, on Way of the Wise, which is, last but not least, difficulty. Difficulty number 4 to be exact, if we count the first difficulty, which is regular new game. Before the stream, I have got rid of some equipment, green equipment that I have had, and I also got this thing, and I re-rolled it for having lucky drop accessory, lucky drop equipped weapon, equipped armor, as well as equipment drop rate. And the reason why I want more orange equipment, because I need to change the thing that I'm currently having. Well, I don't necessarily know if this was actually like the greatest idea, because like hopefully it will going to drop those pieces, but not green ones, orange ones, and orange kusari gum, because I want to have as many orange gear as possible. Outside of that, basically, I did nothing more, haven't played off stream, so we are kinda continuing from where we actually left off last time. So if you have missed that, you can always revisit it via video on demand, and if you have done so, great, because you're not going to miss anything this way, well, regarding this particular playthrough. Okay, so today we are going straight into Soaring region, which is region number 2. On the previous stream we have completed region number 1, and now on to region number 2. Wonder what should we start with? I guess we would start with side missions and then into main missions. Okay, doesn't really matter as much. I will complete everything because I want gear and all that stuff, but I guess starting with submissions is going to be better. Anyway, enjoy the show, enjoy the commentary, leave a comment if you want to, ask some questions if you want to, and let's begin. And let's actually see how our damage has increased. If it increased. Or actually not the damage, the drop rate. Drop rate of items. I'm desperately in need for some items. That's for sure. Because orange gear straight up completely obliterates any green gear that you can acquire. Which is the reason why I want to get it. And the reason why we are here in the first place. Ow. Dude. First it misses, and then it refuses to connect again. Nope. Green gauntlets. Screw you. Don't want green. Me want oranges. Oranges or bust it. You haven't died from this thing in a while. It's basically a one-shot if you're going to get hit by it. Basically a one-shot. Well, I have scrolls, so at least that thing helps me. So we've cleared. Here is the thing that you have to like know about this whole mission layout. The best way to do it is to actually do it like this. So you kill some enemies from the left side and then some enemies from the right side. And do not forget about this guy. Although he doesn't aggro, like for some unknown reason, he doesn't aggro right now. He might aggro later and ruin potentially a good fight for you against some other enemies. Like, I mean, it happened. And here is also the thing, if you shoot one guy, the other guy should aggro on you. So being careful is a good thing. Oh shoot, I actually pierced him. I actually went and straight up pierced one guy, and the other guy got hit as well. That's the first time, actually. What the hell am I doing? I'm taking it slow, but it doesn't really matter if it's slow or not. As far as you get the job done, who cares with what kind of speed you are doing it? And it's not really as slow. Considering like I'm still low level for this whole mess of a situation that I'm in. I'm ended up. It's a bloody mess. Big unfortunate thing is that I lost that buff that I had from my accessory, like the previous one that I had. The one that allowed me to gain more anima while gaining anima, so to speak. So you hit the enemy and you have that buff that gives you more anima. It wasn't the inherited bonus, so I couldn't transfer it. I hope it's not going to be that big of a deal. Like, no, it actually is big of a deal, especially against bosses. It's going to be like this because like, I will be able to use my yokai abilities less. There you go. And so the boss of this place is going to be the Mr. Lightning Man. Not really a pleasant boss, you know what I mean. Depends on how easy he can connect his debuff on me. Ew. Takes a while to kill this guy. I almost died, by the way. Kind of forgot that my scroll ran out. I think Shinobi box, just for the sake of me getting another scroll of change. And let's drink sake. I really do not want to be debuffed by lightning debuffs. It's gonna take a while to beat him. Hold up a second, he is not staggerable with the hammer? Why not? Well, at least I know how to pressure him. In this most awkward pressure. Nope. Ain't you a tough guy? Well, he isn't really, just you have to kind of understand the situation that I'm in. Not having the best gear. Look at that, he's actually like... He's actually trying to be as obnoxious as he can get. What? Dude. No means no. No. Stop it. Ah, yes, of course. Last time when I managed to do it, I guess it was pure luck. Here's a fireball for you. No! Dude. Hate this. Hate the lightning. It's always the lightning that pisses me off, seriously. Boss himself is not that big of a deal. Why am I trying to hit him with lightning, the element towards which he is more or less immune to? Nope. Nope. But unfortunately, cannot continue my pressure. It so happens that I do not have enough stamina. And I'm too far away. It's a very long fight, seriously. Die already. What? Dude, he blocked the execute. What the? He managed to block one part of the damage of the execute. I never seen that actually being possible before. He blocked one hit from, like, the execute is 2-hit attack. And I did it as soon as the chance was being present to me. He received damage from one attack from the execute and managed to block the other one. I don't know what exactly the game wanted me to do there, but that's how it is. It's strange, yes. 406, 400, 416, 401. Okay, this, and this are my next destinations, like this, and this. Like 4 missions here. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then into 6, then into this, and into that. Okay. They can dodge executions? Well. Also, hello and welcome to the stream. I wonder why are they even allowed to dodge this? See, against the humanoid bosses, the problem is, like, when you knock them down against human bosses, knock him down, you only have, like, already you have quite a short window to perform execute. You aren't even allowed to use like switch stance to regenerate some anima, not anima, but meter, and to gain the buff. So you aren't allowed to do this. But now it's also about the fact that they can dodge it completely. I guess I entirely missed something. It's not fair if they can do that. Quite honestly. But I mean, I'm already past the point where I'm going to say that the game is actually unfair in many regards. It won't going to change a thing, so yeah. Yeah, that's actually kind of troublesome. But I mean, against this boss, like I fought him on 3 difficulties before that, and he didn't do that. It's only on this difficulty that he's allowed to actually receive only 1 attack from my execute and punish me for performing an execute. Okay, just fell. Well, then I kind of also realized why, like in some videos, people are not performing those. Like instead of execute, they are actually going for some kind of skill or some kind of move. Because you do get at least some form of distance and safety while also attacking the enemy. The big unfortunate thing is the fact that because my gear is still crappy and I mostly like wear whatever stuff, ain't that easy for me. Okay, you know, where is this guy who just keeps on shooting? Annoying. Also, how is the new difficulty for you? Like the one that you have started? Compared to... I will call it the original, but basically compared to normal difficulty. I'm seeing a lot of green items. I actually got some orange items, but unfortunately I still don't really get this stuff. So increases the chance of obtaining your currently equipped armor when you randomly receive armor after defeating an enemy. All it does is actually gives me stuff that I do not have equipped. Interesting. It's like you get a chance to receive stuff that you wear, but you actually receive stuff that you do not wear. Yeah. Randomness. I've seen you also changed your weapon. So you're no longer play with an axe. You decided to play with dual swords. This is for difficulty already, and my first character. I'm still like playing with Kusarigama. Haven't touched any other weapon. I want to be the master of one weapon. It doesn't have to do with like preferences when it comes to, like, it's just the weapon that I've chose and decided to stick with it. On his own eyes, his comrade got headshotted. This guy actually doesn't do anything. I mean, dual swords can be equipped with not only heavy armor, which is kind of another plus that you might be, like, receiving out of it. But yeah, like, comparing to axe, dual sword is very, like, feels different, and it's actually way better in the long run. For me, unfortunately, it's already a point of no return, so basically there is no point for me to change my weapon now. No. What? Where am I now? Something I don't mind. Here, have this. Give me something good. Well, that would work, but as I said, like, I'm already past the point of no return. It's either I'm going to stick with the thing that I want or create a new character, because with orange gear and how many stuff you have to work on, it's already kind of hard to work with something else. Also, you need like time. You need time and practice to get accustomed to the new weapon. On this difficulty, damn, it's really hard to do it. And you have to like already min-max things, or you are going to get completely annihilated by enemies here. Because they are really because they're really tanky, and you need to have good stats on good gear. It's kind of hard to change to something else. Build? To be completely honest with you, I'm not playing by anyone's build. May sound shocking, but I actually am playing without any sort of builds. Even at this point, I'm not using builds. Well, maybe I should, but the irony is, even now I don't really feel like without like playing without using build, I am having problems, at least at the start of this one. Like, I kind of know that I need like one of the 3 sets if I would go with some form of a build with Kusarigama. Either Flying Kato, either Japanese Aquaman set, or Hayabusa set. I need ninjutsu power, untouched ninjutsu, because ninjutsu, like magic, does busted damage against enemies, which is always good. So I kinda know where I'm aiming at. It's just that I'm not like 100% dependent on someone's build. Like, I'm slowly doing it on my own. It most certainly isn't the greatest idea, especially now. But oh well. By the way, that's mission number 3, and only now I have remembered that I actually forgot to change the stat from which my weapon is scaling from in, like, blacksmith. Like, I forgot. Great. I forgot to do it on previous stream, and I forgot to do it now. And great. As usual. Doing my thing, which is doing random nonsense again. How come this blade spin actually smashes Gaki way better than my most powerful light attack combo from heavy stance? Seriously. Ain't that weird? Also, about the first difficulty that you're currently in, I don't think you should spend way too much time in it. And most certainly do not spend too much time on, like, getting pluses on weapons and armor. Here is just the general idea why you shouldn't do that. So basically in this difficulty, even green stuff is going to, like, bare bones plus 18 plus 20. So yeah. Do not spend too much resources and time there, because it's unfortunately like those difficulties are already outdated when it comes to loot and stuff. It's just like a general tip not to spend way too much time there. Like, I made a mistake trying to get my Kusarigama to plus 13, and on this difficulty I got plus 18 weapon from the first region, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I wasted a lot of gold, which is, by the way, super valuable resource, not to say the least. Here I am, now regretting it. I initially was kind of like, oh, on each difficulty I'm going to complete everything. And then the first like New Game Plus came, and it was way too easy, and it wasn't really that rewarding after several missions. It stopped being that good when it comes to rewards, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go into second difficulty. And then I felt it was kinda like way more challenging than New Game Plus, and then again I decided, well, I'm not gonna beat it completely, I'm gonna open up the difficulty number 4, which is New Game Plus 3. It turns out I did a good thing, because here the loot is way better, that's one thing. And then there is also a thing that is quite exciting, which is the new form of stats that you can get. Stats that are going to... that you will never going to find in other difficulties, such as the ability to use two of those mystic arts at the same time. So for example, like I have this and I have that. So currently I can only set one, but there is a stat on weapons that allows you to use, and weapons on ninja scrolls that allows you to have the ability to use 2 mystic arts simultaneously. Only on this difficulty. For what reason, I do not understand. Because I guess only on this difficulty they actually have remembered or have decided to actually add such a skill in the game to begin with. By the way, I will be okay if I'm going to get like Flying Kato set. Because Flying Kato set actually gives tremendous boost to ninjutsu, way higher than Hayabusa set does. And ninjutsu, no matter what kind of difficulty, those feathers are still extremely powerful. And as you can see, with ninjutsu, I'm capable of defeating those enemies way easier than it would take me to just bash them with auto attacks. Yeah, during this stream I will try my best not to focus on negative things like it happened during last stream. It's just unfortunately this is one of those games like where you want to move onwards and make progress, but the more you play, the more you actually kind of see the flaws of this game that a lot of people actually do not even mention, because they're like, it's okay, like not all the games are perfect and stuff. Which, yeah, I kinda agree that not all the games are perfect, but still. The way me and my brother play games and kind of review them at the same time is we basically we tend to find and pinpoint as much things as possible, be it good or bad. We aren't biased when it comes to our opinion. And when it comes to Nioh, Nioh 2, I especially, like, I will going to get to Way of the Nioh, I will going to get to whatever that magical difficulty number that everyone likes to speak so much when it comes to, like, oh, you haven't seen this. Oh, don't worry, I will see that. And if you were lying, I'm going to pinpoint that out very easily. This elitist mentality is that first, whatever number of difficulties are just the training mode and all that stuff. Like, I will going to remember that. No need to worry about that. I have a good memory. Fortunately, a lot of this comes from the Reddit. The place well known by many to be the giant hellhole of nonsense and BS that people are spreading there. They're like spreading plague and corruption on Reddit. They like to do this. Okay, enough negativity. I said I will not. I will not do it today. Ah, yes. Made one mistake. Get giant punished for that. Well, I should have known that I will be paralyzed, and after I will be paralyzed, something that never happened during the entire game will actually going to take place. The reason why I also did not have like those needles equipped is because throughout the entire playthrough series I have not used them whatsoever. Had no reason to. Well, guess I should reconsider. Even if I don't necessarily want to. And up you go. Off the cliff you go. Umbrellas are weak to fire, which is kind of obvious towards what they are going to be weak against. Just that really... What? Huh? Well, I take it as another glitch. He basically had to kick the boulder and after that run towards me. But yeah. Not today, I guess. Strange. See, the thing that should have happened is he kicks the boulder and afterwards he's running towards you. He twice tried to kick the boulder and actually nothing happened. Complete edition, ladies and gentlemen, complete edition. If you're gonna find some game bugs in here or some glitches, ain't no need to be so shocked about it. It's a norm. Okay, you know what? There you go. Nope. No, you don't. Not today. Yes. I forgot that I can actually cancel my execute with shift. Which is, by the way, faster to do than just waiting for the animation to end. Not super fast, but fast enough. Okay, so my only path lies here. Dude, those angles... I was really desperate as to like not allow him to drop down. I didn't wanted him to drop down so that I would have to fight one more enemy besides that giant thing down there. Well, it's not a champion, but still a threatening thing. Oh, Hammer did not stop his attack. Hammer did not stop his attack despite him also being under the confused state and being debuffed by lightning and fire at the same time. That's unfortunate. Whole bunch of axes. What did I miss over there? So I came from one direction, but there is actually another path here. I'm gonna check if there were some chests or something that I can acquire. Like there will be no enemies because I've completed the quest requirement. This doesn't mean that I am not going to be able to find some chests in here. And chests means loot. Okay, let's finish the quest. So I pretty much got towards, straight towards 150 on my main stat. Like after this mission I will be able to get that. Now the thing is to find... the item. Wait, oh, now I'm confused. Where the hell am I going? Now is the thing to find the scroll that has the scaling from this stat. Wait, I'm actually going the wrong way. So I have to go here, I guess. Ah, yes. Now the thing that I need to do is to basically find a scroll that will going to have a specific stat. About what specific stat am I actually speaking? Well, basically something like this, but not the skill. But by the way, what does this thing do? And key pulls, heaven, man and earth will be triggered even when you don't successfully recover full key via key pulls. Extends your invulnerability period while performing key pulls by dodging. They really like force the idea of Hayabusa's set unique stat, unique skill. Extending dodge and invulnerability is not unique anymore, because you can get it like as a random stat on different gear, as a stat on the scroll, as a stat and accessory, as a stat on the scroll of the wise here. I wouldn't say that this is actually a good idea. Simply because you are kind of making it... well, you are kind of making it useless in certain regards. Okay, so 4 in here. I can go higher, but you know what? I might want to get magic up to level 30. Or not. It depends. Or I want to get skill to 99. Let's get skill to 99. It's our second best stat, so might be worth it. This Kusarigama is orange, but I really want purity. I want purity on Kusarigama. It's actually the stat that is really good. Really good to break the key of my opponents. Still not that lucky enough to get Flying Kato or Hayabusa set pieces. Well, I can try to complete this mission, for example, the one who lives in the shadows. Ethereal or below? No, screw you. It's also random whether it's going to be orange or not, so it's going to take more time, but it's random what kind of rarity you're actually going to get. Not good. For now I keep all the oranges. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Or maybe I should. Or maybe I shouldn't, it doesn't matter. One thing that I almost forgot to do. Where is my Kusarigama? There it is. Spec number 3, so that it will going to scale from different stuff. The same thing here. Not here, because I will change it. So matching cost discount. Like I need 10 more. The more discounts I get, the easier it's going to be later. Because you need a lot of resources and a lot of gold to perform those manipulations, and let me tell you, we'll be doing those manipulations like so much time, and your resources will come and go with the incredible speed. Dun, 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 dun. Do I have the Kadama Blessing for drop rate working, or do I have to... No, I have Oracle Blessing. God damn, I don't want Oracle. I want equipment drop rates. See, maybe this is why I don't get... I didn't get what I wanted. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, anyway, my damage should increase. Oh no. I'm so fortunate that I actually am allowed to block some of the attacks. This is really good, because sometimes I just, on the instinct, will going to press block. Flying Kato, but it's green, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Is there actually a way for me to... Huh, there is a way for me to do this so that the second one is not going to aggro. Benkei's Hoot. You know, well, like one of the items that is going to help you a lot when it comes to getting gear and stuff is this thing. Or more or less enhanced Kadama Blessings. What it does, it enhances Kadama Blessings from the altar by whatever number is being written on it. Currently it says like 29%, and from what I understand, like you get the, for example, I get 5% bonus on Kadama Blessing for equipment drop rate with this thing. If I'm not mistaken, it gives me right now plus 29 above those 5, which is really good because you need to change your gear as fast as possible. View orange gear. If you have played MMORPGs, so you know when expansion comes out and in that expansion there is a new gear. It's basically like this. In the new expansion, you get the new gear, and this gear, it outscales entirely the stuff that you had before. There you go. Ninjutsu works like a clock, applying debuffs as well as doing tremendous damage with lightning feathers on the targets that do not have ki. Hence, this is the reason why I'm actually using it. Also, because it applies lightning debuff, which is... Strong is to be like almost the exact way like how you can actually describe this one. I shouldn't have done that. See, I found the interesting and convenient way to get the Ippon Datara on Revenants. And that is to actually hook them. Well, at least with Kusarigami it works. So you hook them with this thing, but you have to like measure the distance. After you hook them, you give them Ippon Datara while they recover. Recover from being grabbed by your attack. Oh, I got another Kadama Mole. Sweet. I want Pleiades. This is a good stat. It allows you to gain more Amrita, not Amrita, more Anima, while hitting, killing, or doing something with the target. I had one thing that was not inheritable, and that was you get the stats, like you get this buff while gaining Anima. The thing is, you still like you gain Anima while fighting enemies, so this buff is always going to be active. No. Yo, there's going to be a Cyclops there. I don't want to fight him right now. Don't ask me how that lightning did not hit. I do not know myself. I'm tired of trying to figure out how hitboxes in this game do not work. So I really do not want to bother with this stuff. Especially as a Kusarigama user who has to embrace with both hands all of the negative things that this weapon had in the previous game. All of them make an appearance unchanged in this game. Exactly the way they were in the first game. The reason why I cannot, or should I say, like, I do not want to change this with this, ninjutsu power plus ki plus enemy sensor. This is the reason. Plus it has like toughness, and as a person wearing light armor, I don't care about toughness. Toughness, defense are all like more than useless to me. Because I'm not going to face tank. I will try not to face tank. And even if there is a chance to face tank, I will still not going to do this. Because I will die. Yeah, of course. Top 3 games of all time for me: Siphon Filter, Mortal Kombat, Diablo 1, Diablo 2. I take them like in this format. There are many more, but it's just those that like come to my mind as if right now. And those that I've played a lot. Being as one of the most interesting and in certain ways unique action RPG game, and one of the most beginner-friendly action RPG as to like from what from games that I have played, it's. If someone would ask me what kind of action RPG game can I recommend to those who like want to start off, this game would be on the list as one of the first ones. It really does a great job of like introducing you to what this whole genre is. Not super complex. Not really like very hard when it comes to you don't have to spend too much time on farming. Has pretty nice story, and build variety is insane in this. So yep, a lot of pluses. Okay. Now that hurts. this stuff again. Only this time, this guy is not champion, I guess. So the way they are placing those champion monsters is that if you kill a champion once, you don't have to kill him again. So it's more like this. Because every time I actually defeated one champion, the game would not give me like to fight him a second time. Kinda unfortunate, but good at the same time. Good because you don't have to like deal with them again. Bad because champions actually have more chances to give you better loot than regular enemies. But oh well. No, you don't. No, you don't. Despite me having lucky armor on my accessory, game just refuses to give me the armor that I wanted. I mean, the armor that I have equipped on me. Hit them both at the same time. Yep. No, you don't. No, you don't. He died from damage over time effect from fire. Which isn't that strong, but it's still enough to do its thing. What? He just got hit by something. He literally just got hit by something that looked like a spear. But actually, there was no one attacking him. I'm going to do it like this. Yep, and there was a reason for that. Got orange equipment. I was lucky. And those are actually flying Kato waist guards. has toughness on it. Don't really want toughness. But I'll keep it, just in case. So we are basically at the end of this mission. There is going to be a boss room, and then we can proceed on to another one. I'll have no magic or ninjutsu to help me out. Well, certain human bosses will not going to allow you to just do what I just did to him, but certain will. And I don't really know why it was designed like this. Increase attack wounded enemy. Has different grays though, which means different buffs. Mine is Magatsushi, and this one Amaterasu. Amaterasu is more about, yeah, it's more about tankiness and life recovery. I can sell everything that isn't an orange gear. Yep. Yeah, I really wouldn't like to take this one. First, it has locked stat, which is gold earned, which is not really good, absolutely not good. Blocking has to be rerolled, life drain from active skill. At this point, not really that good. Well, maybe good. Low attack damage, would like to have either skill damage or something else, so nope. Unfortunately, nope. So despite me actually clearing everything, defeating all of the enemies, I'm still, every time, like, I'm taking a look at those, like, cups that I use to increase drop rate of items. They are running low, so I'm going in minus because of that. that does it for smaller enemies. Strange thing, she doesn't do that much key damage, which means I can block her way more often. I would say it's a good thing. And now this guy. Doesn't matter what I will shoot him with. Result is still going to be the same. Okay, now the Tengu warrior. Well, blocking him wasn't a good idea. No problems whatsoever. If taking it slow, no problems. I think I'll go in the village first. Like going this way instead of going the other way around. Okay, good. Wait. So it's random where you can get it. Wait, no, that's not good. I wasn't finished with checking if there is actually anything here. Well, I lost a lot of experience because of that. Because at least like 20 enemies in this location, I wasn't able to defeat them. Oh well, that's still the end of this mission. Shall I level up? I don't know, like 4 levels, not too much, so no. Most likely, nope. Not right now. Again, the forest. This location is very short, so missions here are can be completed very fast. And you visit this place 5 or 6 times. Both in main mission, you visit it like once, and then 4 or 5 times you return to this place in various side quests. No, you don't. It's a very telegraphed attack, which is easy to... like, you have a lot of time to react. Take a look at this, like how much time this guy was able to dodge that attack. Even now. Doesn't matter as much because I still get to kill him, but it was interesting to see how easily he actually could avoid this. Avoid this lightning debuff with all costs. I was about to say, well, it's good that the other guy cannot hit me, but actually he could. All the time he could do this. No! Forgot that I cannot do anything against that one, and I have to dodge it. Very close. bit closer and it would be a disaster. That didn't happen, but still. I guess a final one. The final showdown. Worst things about places like this is you kind of enter the location, even if you're going to see, like here for example, the Revenant has the scroll. So for me to actually like fight him, I would have to fight him while fighting everyone else. Thank you. Have a good day too, sir. Wait, I'm actually fighting champion here. Wow. Chop with the snake head. I find it actually really funny how the snake head was attacking there so fast, just because it was always shooting wall in front of it. This allowed him to attack twice as fast as he usually does this. Those projectile attacks. So the soul cores that drop from enemies, no matter what kind of level you are, so they, at least I guess like on this difficulty, they are capped at level 180, because the game only gives me level 180 soul cores. Five levels? Nah, I'll wait a bit more. Just a bit more. Yeah, so I have like two side quests. Yeah, with better gear for me to change to, things are going to become easier. It's just that right now I have some random stuff equipped, basically. But even with random stuff, still capable of making progress is a good thing. Okay. Last time when I was trying to chase him, he actually lured me in quite an unfortunate place. Might want to release block already. Regular shots from the rifle don't do much. Oh, because my rifle is outdated. It's very outdated, actually. Like what? 170 plus 9, that's below average. But if I shoot the red bullets, they still work, so not entirely useless, only partially useless. Elite champion? He was just the champion. Is there a difference between an elite champion and a champion? If there is, I haven't really thought about that. That there would be any difference between those. Had more buffs, and the color was purple, not red. Actually, now that you are saying this, this is actually the first time I have paid attention to that. Haven't even known that this is the difference between those guys. I always consider them to be the exact same thing. If there is actually this particular thing that's make them different from one another, then it's good to know. I mean, still, if you kill them one time, next time they will be just a regular enemy. Okay. Oh, and where is the next enemy? Ah. He doesn't drop down. Oh well. I was desperately waiting for this guy to drop down, and he didn't. I believe we are almost done. Oh. Whew. I have to know that I can use my burst counter ability to like get behind them when they are attacking. This ability allows me to do so, which is great. No graves. Strange, but there are actually no graves here. As if like people haven't died against those enemies here. And that's it. That's all what they can throw against me. I find it strange that I actually, ever since first region, in those side quests, I have not seen them place DLC monsters in the side quests. Only in some of the main quests. In some, not in all. Did they kind of forgot about that? I wish they didn't. Strong attack key damage. I don't want this. Hayabusa yellow, but nope. Not yellow, please. Not yellow. Green ones. Plus 19 against my plus 2. I actually can make it work. Let's see. Let's see how do we make it work. By going to blacksmith and by tempering. So it was like attack and untouched ninjutsu, but I would like to not waste powerful, like rare item crafting materials. But something tells me I will have to spend quite a while trying to get it. Okay. Increase attack and defense, Kusarigama. Or this attack stat. Okay, let it be like this. Let it be like this. I don't know what kind of of those umbrasites I'm getting, but as far as I look, when it comes to like tempering and stuff. Divine, I get. Quality, I haven't been getting this in quite a while. And Fable is also kind of rare. So yeah, unfortunately, like getting it is a whole different story. It's kind of hard to get those. So skill +7 to get that ninjutsu power. Actually, as far as I can see, like skill doesn't really, like when it comes to description of the skill, it doesn't necessarily tell you the fact that you're going to get like the power of ninjutsu increased, but it's actually like increasing ninjutsu way higher than dexterity. Way higher, but not that high. I also need to stop spending crafting materials on something so trivial as green items. I will definitely regret this in the long run. He got rid of his enemy faster than I did. I don't know whom he was fighting though, but good work. You know what I want to do for this particular mission, though I don't know if I should do. I want to try. Because I haven't tried one of those. And what should I do now with this stone? Like, I guess I need to use it. Stone of Penance. Yes. Strange stone. While holding the stone held an attack, power of the enemies will increase, but the drop rate of it will increase while holding, so I'm holding it, which means... Oh, there it is. See, to the right, above the ranged weapon. I don't know what I just did, like I've increased the power of enemies and the drop rate. I don't know by how much I did increase, but I guess we are about to find out. Anyway, I just want to just want to see how it affects the drop rate and the gameplay in general. And whether or not does it work or not. Beats me. It says while holding the stone, and I'm holding the stone, which probably means it's working. I don't see the difference right now. It's just that I'm curious, that's it. This option was available to me for quite a while and I haven't been using it. Just want to see what it does. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not worth it. I hope it is. Yeah, some form of bar is increasing very slowly. And by slowly, I mean very, very slowly. I guess there is a way to speed up the process. By increasing it even more. But we start with +1, just because we want, like, I personally want to see how... What's different between having it and not having it. Wow, from that far away I just one-shotted him. My Renegade Dragon still does less damage than regular attack. Like light attack from heavy stance. Don't know why, like I have increased the skill damage, but unfortunately it didn't do much, it seems like. Nothing here, nothing there, just get back up. I can just easily guard it, like his throwing attack. Toughness is an inherited item, like inherited thing, and untouched ninjutsu as the thing that cannot be changed. Still don't want this, just because of the fact that, like, I want orange gear. And I've said that I don't really want to spend a lot of resources trying to re-roll stats on green equipment. Professional dodging skills. Oh. And then afterwards, a zombie decided to take part in this. I don't see really much of a difference when it comes to their HP and tankiness. It feels the same. Strangely, it feels the same, with Stone of Penance, without Stone of Penance. I'm inclined to test out various ways of increasing difficulty, despite actually, well, not even like fitting to Dream of the Wise difficulty whatsoever, because my gear is still very, very bad and it doesn't even have proper stats on it, but still. Ah, so the reason for me to go here is to open up the chest. Okay, I see. I see. I will take it slow, but at the same time, this is going to be like a safe approach. Maybe I will not need it, but in case if I will need it, I will be prepared. Okay, he doesn't aggro. At Oni Shibata, because of him... I don't care. Come to me. He allowed himself to be command grabbed by the small Gaki, and the Gaki transformed. Hence, this is why we had to deal with... Oh, you... Likes throwing so much. Throwing rocks. Yeah, the paralyze effect is making life way harder than it should be. And by the way, I am combining different like skills and attacks. Because usually I would stick to one particular pattern and use it over and over again. But since the game is actually generous enough and gives me opportunities to change this and make me use more abilities, why not? I gladly take this opportunity until I actually get better loot that will allow me to stop doing that as much. There isn't much to choose from. Which means points go into this one. This one is endless, which means you can put as many points as you actually want. Basically, if you have played Diablo and you know things about Paragon levels, this is actually something similar to that. Wait, this isn't a passive effect that I got. Damn. This is not the passive effect. Well, you have to equip it as if here, like where you have skill. The place where you put like skills that you can use, you can put it here. Certain skills will going to have the ability for you to put something on top of them. For example, here, Ravenous Strike, for example, I will put it. So now, with this ability, I can restore some health back. 1% of health is going to be restored. Actually, let's take a look. How much is this? Not that much. Definitely not that much. Oh well. I was hoping to see more, but I didn't thought that I will not going to see more. Boss battle is going to be quite close from where we are. Not that far from this place. Well, that's bad. The reason why bad is he might drop something. And if he falls in the water, I cannot get it. Three attacks. I'm super surprised by how long it takes. Like, if I don't apply confusion, it takes a whole while to deal with them. Now this boss might give me problems. Especially if I do something like this. Yep. Wow. Swings around him so that I cannot... What was that all about? That looked like a new move. Can't do much. Unfortunately, can't do much. Yep. Can't really do much there. I know that his weak spot is his back. I know that. This unfortunately does not make his back such an easy target to hit. It doesn't give too much time for you to do that. Lightning is a way to go against him. But unfortunately, he does something like this. Or maybe he doesn't. Or maybe now he's going to get wrecked. Wait. I switched my weapon. Didn't want to switch my weapon. Switch my weapon. Now I have 2 skill points for sword. That was not intended. But there you go. See, actually, in certain instances, you just start to press the boss without him being able to actually do anything. Ooh, nice. Corrupted accumulation enemy goes away. Final blow damage is good. Because I get, like, final blow is every time, like, you knock enemy down and you press the triangle, it will going to do more. Yes. Equip that, please. Finally. I'm actually getting somewhere. Give me that rifle. Dodge range up. What is that? Ah, so technically it's... Technically it's like here. extended dodge and one. By the way, I lost extended dodge and vulnerability. But that is to be expected because I have been changing stuff. And unfortunately, I do not have Hayabusa's weapon to equip right now. Yeah, I do not. So no extended dodge and vulnerability. Deflect projectiles. Interesting. That's a new. That's a completely new item and new stat on it. Deflecting projectiles. Okay. So let's go to the blacksmith, get rid of the stuff that we don't need. And temper a bit our newly acquired weapon. It's not this one. It's this one. Melee key consumption critical. Melee key damage. That sounds good. Active skill break. Against a blocking opponent. There was purified and damage increase against purified enemies, and I rerolled it. Purified. Oh, purified accumulation. Okay, let it be like this. Just like that. And we continue. Actually doing good. Making progress. So now what? Now towards this side quest and then main missions. I wonder what is going to happen when I going to get this Stone of Penance all the way to, like... The bar is going to increase all the way up. Wonder what that's going to do. Because that's the first time ever I'm using it, so... No, let me out. Let me out of here. Got myself to the corner, place where I didn't want him to be, and it was useless fighting him. Great. So I lost my extended dodge invulnerability. That's not good. This stat was the reason why I wanted Hayabusa set to begin with. Well, purity accumulation, I wouldn't say that it's actually the greatest thing to have for Kusarigama weapon. The reason why you already have a chance to apply purity quite fast. Like one Renegade Dragon almost applies the entire, like, feels the entire purity debuff. So I don't know. Don't know if it was actually worth it. Probably not. Also, the reason why I don't like to take stuff against blocking opponents is simply has to deal with the fact that, well, yokai bosses do not block for the most part. And it only, like, works against non-yokai bosses. I don't know, like, it's... maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. Can I one-shot him? Yes, I can. That's a champion. Oh. No, that's really unfortunate. Hate fighting those guys in situations like this. See, he might have dropped something good, but now I will not going to know whatever he might have dropped, because it's too late for that. Yeah, see, like, fighting them here is very unfortunate, because you never know what kind of attack will actually send them flying from this platform into their doom. And no, I don't actually... Thing is, I don't actually see if there was point in me using that penance stone. If it takes an effect, that is. Because I don't know if it does. Like, looks like it does. But what's the big idea with this bar underneath it? So you need to fill it up for it to take its effect. Whoa, that was really dark. Yeah, I'm making good progress. For such a high difficulty, I'm making good progress. And thing is, you have to understand one thing about this game compared to other Souls games is that if you play it slow and steady and you play it like without unnecessary mistakes, it's kinda hard to die in this game. At least during stages. During boss fights, you die way more than on stages. Stages aren't that hard. Like, even this is almost final difficulty, and yet like above this difficulty is like there's only like one difficulty left, and despite all that, it's still more than manageable, even without good equipment, good stats on equipment. It's still manageable to do a lot of stuff without dying. Oh, that was a double headshot. Double headshot, yes. And yes, I didn't know that this particular bullet type can pierce enemies. Didn't know that. Only on this difficulty I figured that out. Most likely, we will not going to finish this region today. But even if we won't... What? Seriously? Sure about that? Even if we won't, we still made quite a lot of progress. And yes, the requirement to open the next difficulty, which is the final one, is basically the same. Complete 12 missions, complete final 2 missions, with one where you fight William and the next one to defeat Takimaru. And this way you can unlock any difficulty is unlocked with this method, except New Game Plus, where you have to complete the entire thing. She just exploded, just like that. Poor guy. 7 executes in one fight. I want Hayabusa set. Orange pieces, please. I lost my extended dodge and vulnerability, and I want it back. Give me back. Or did I? Let me actually check if I did or didn't. Yeah, so basically the thing is, like, I can now, through struggle and all that stuff, like, I can go into Afterglow and basically defeat Takimaru and open the final difficulty, but although the option is present, I don't really want to. It's not fun to do that. Do I have it? I think I had it. Extended dodge and vulnerability. Yes, I had it. So basically, I don't even need Hayabusa stuff anymore, because I already have the thing that I wanted from his set. Although 8% melee damage is also kinda hard to neglect, but it will be neglected. Sooner or later, once I'm going to get my stuff when it comes to better equipment. How much I'm retail for level ups right now? Let's take a look. It's 33,770,000 right now, and current level is 315. It only looks a lot, but generally speaking, you actually get a ton of it, and that's me not even using Kadama Blessing for Amrita, so this process can be speed up significantly. Especially once you get to those like boss gauntlet missions, which will going to grant you tremendous amount of that resource. Way of the Wise. Difficulty number 4 out of 5, basically. After it, there is only one difficulty, Way of the Nioh. And then some endgame content that is going to be available only on that difficulty. Right. Yeah, plus on top of it you can add those Stone of Penance things to increase difficulty even more. More difficulty, more rewards. At least that's the thing what is written before you use that stone. All right. Just keep on exploring everything that can be explored. A warrior monk. Oh, I'm debuffed. But no worries. They're starting to put more and more of those here. those red and purple enemies. On the other hand, as I said, like, you defeat them once, afterwards, and those that were champions and elites are going to turn into regular enemies. Oh, no wonder why the debuff fire did not work. This one is fire. Fire element. So only the damage number worked on him. Yeah, when it comes to stages, as I said, like, doable. Even not with the best loot, still doable. Not with the greatest stats. The only reason why I go and perform those backstabs is each backstab to the enemy gives you an item. And it can be any sort of item. Equipment and other stuff. Okay, so two ways for me to go. One is to go here, and the other one is to go backwards. Okay, give me something good. Samurai General. Most likely not for me. Yep, it's medium. Hayabusa. Yes. Stuff. Finally. Untouched ninjutsu is locked. Increases defense when your ki is depleted. Also can work. Removing life, defense, and omnium magic power for something better. Will help me a lot. Yeah, so those stats on this accessory actually work. Lucky drop. I rolled all 3 lucky drops, specifically on this particular item. So the Stone of Penance is almost filled up. I don't know what it will do after it will going to fill up to the top. We're about to find out. Nope. I was thinking that I should try to like find a good angle to attack her with, but at the same time pay attention so that she's not going to aggro. Because she might do something unfriendly. Good, nice dodge. So it feels like that skill cannot fall off the cliff. Because I was too scared. I was too scared to throw it in such a narrow space. Especially because it was a cliff. I thought it would just fall off. And I will going to waste resource. Last time I went here first. This time I want to go here. I already see the target that I have to kill to remove darkness. So I was more or less right about the fact that only, like, currently they only change position of the enemies, adding enemies from DLCs only for main missions, not for side missions. In side missions, everything is more or less the same when it comes to enemies positioning. And she is not the host, so I was wrong. She was just a regular enemy. another one. So hitting them in the face will going to stun them. It's their weak point. They have giant crystals in their mouth, basically. True Atonement. I got an achievement. This basically is an achievement, I guess, for being stupid and not forgetting to buff this thing up. Buffing resurrection thing. My bad. I completely forgot that the thing ran out. And actually, take a look at what can I do with this. Resting rites. Perform resting rites to lay the stone of penance to rest and claim your surrendered accessory. Ups the difficulty level of the stone of penance to strengthen its effect. Can only be selected when penance is at 100%. Shall we increase the pain? Increasing the pain strengthens the effects of the stone of penance. Stone of penitence will be reset to 0, and enemies' attack power and health will be further increased. In exchange, your surrendered accessory is more likely to have its rarity and plus value increased. I mean, why not? At least let's see what sort of stuff it does. This may be a huge mistake. Or not. Depends. Have some fun doing this. Well, as she died last time in the same manner, so she dies in the same manner now. But you need this thing +1 if you want to increase the rarity of accessories. So that's the way how you turn like green stuff into unfortunately I hardly see difference. Keep forgetting. Keep forgetting about something important here. Not being way too aggressive against enemies. Sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, hitting them in the face. Okay, you know what? Have some of these. I guess bosses are going to be a great example of how the Stone of Penance affects things. Boss of this place, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that shoots lightning. There's a good thing about all of this. This area has been cleansed from all of those enemies that were inhabiting it. Actually, let me put it to favorites because I can access it easier this way around. And while we are at it, where is the Sacred Brush set as favorite? Summoner Candle goes there. Yeah, basically the stuff that I will be using way more often than other things is going to be placed in those particular, in that particular category. That works also. Well, I think I just wasted a brush. Not a brush, but box. Shinobi box. Well, maybe I wasted it, maybe I didn't. There you go, one shortcut. Just fell there. Come on. This guy's back for more. What a dedication. Okay, he's lightning enchanted, so... I forgot what stance I was using. Simply forgot about it. This guy is on top, and I have to go there. Hey, it feels like their tankiness has increased a bit with this stone thing. Stone of Penance. And while we are at it... Okay. Wait, I do not have meter. And I died. Okay. Very long and very stupid fight where I made a lot of mistakes. Fortunately, still alive. And besides, I will going to use trying to replenish everything that I have lost. Yeah, I need more untouched ninjutsu so that I'm not going to spend my resources with such an incredible speed. Wait, this one-shotted him. Like, this monster just got one-shotted. Probably a critical attack. Maybe. No, this helmet looks ridiculous. It really does. So what? I have 2 ways to make progress. Wait. Where am I and how am I ended here? Hold up, I went into the wrong direction. Well, I kinda lost the place where I was. Takes a while to get the Stone of Penance meter to fill up. Oh, so I came from that direction over there. Ah, okay. So now I kind of understand where I am and where I need to be. They have placed a lot of warrior monks. And it just so happens that those guys are one of my most hated enemies. Most hated, but not impossible to defeat. I was waiting for him to do his red attack combo and burst counter it. Why am I playing with the stone? I'm trying to entertain myself also to figure out what this mechanic does. And when it comes to Kusarigama, I already have an orange Kusarigama. Like, I've got this bad boy. Probably not something that is, like, not something that is very good, but something that I got, and it was better than mine, that's for sure. This is already like stone level 2, because you start with 0, proceed with +1. I can't really say I notice much difference. Well, there is some when it comes to how tanky the enemies are, but in general, no. Not so much. Bosses will still going to be absurdly hard to kill. I wouldn't say significantly, it just increased. If it would have increased significantly, I would have noticed it. Maybe I got like +100 or something like that on attacks. That's about it. Nothing super spectacular, unfortunately. It did increase, but I would definitely want to see more. I don't know, with Stone of Penance it's still manageable. I mean, if not using the Stone of Penance right now, then when exactly will I going to use it? Oh man. Imagine doing this against Revenant. He's never going to allow you to do something like that. Like, seriously. 3 consecutive knockdown, perform execute. Knockdown, perform execute. Combos. Yeah, and basically only on those types of difficulties, like this one, the previous one, when it takes ages to kill stuff, only then have I started to, out of curiosity more than out of any sort of need in particular, I started to use whatever stuff is available to me. Different skills, different attacks. Dude, 800 damage over time from the fireball. That's a lot. And it can increase, like, there are ways to increase damage over time effects via items and via stats. I don't know how effective it is. Never tried to. I guess maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. Oh. Very nice. Was not needed. Not needed, and my bad. Master Swordsman. No one big unfortunate thing about this game. This game has stash where you can put items, but you cannot transfer any item towards other characters, which actually, like, I agree with my brother saying that it makes creating secondary characters a very painful experience, because you have to like farm and do all the stuff like all over again. You know how in action RPGs, when you create, like, it's hard to create your first character because he has to farm for so much, but then it gets easier for other characters. Here, It's a different story. Unfortunately, not a very pleasant story. This basically means you have to start all over again. Getting all the items, getting everything. Okay. That's unfortunate. He's shooting way too fast for me. But now we are equal. Yeah, so all you need to do is kind of dodge those attacks and you're going to be okay. Plus like their commander is so... he doesn't care about his people, he actually hits them. Fortunately for me, I get to dodge everything this time. Or almost everything. Depends on how the situation is going to go. I have decent amount of resources for upcoming boss battle. Don't know how it's going to go with the Stone of Penance. As if... Yeah. Ow! That was kind of fast. Couldn't react to it in time. Yeah, let's continue. Ow. By continue, I didn't mean you are going to continue just beating me up. Oh boy. Wait, what? Ah, unfortunate. Can you stop for a second? Ah, no, that's bad. It just takes a while. I forgot. Must have forgot. Cannot be so... Cannot be so reckless. I mean, I'm playing this Stone of Penance thing. Yeah, so basically if it's like shining blue, you cannot stop it. Are you sure about that? Ah, that's rough, man. Oh wait, I'm debuffed. Die, please. I mean, that's Kusarigama it against humanoids for you. There is a safe, extremely safe approach where you just cheese the hell out of your enemy. It doesn't look flashy, it ain't so great when it comes to like how you view it, but it does the job done, and I am grateful for it. Samurai skill tree, now what was I going for? Guess I was going for this. Shrine. No, not hut, come on. I get this to 99, I guess, and afterwards, I don't know, like, maybe I will invest more into stamina, like into HP, or maybe into stamina. It depends. HP is basically my only way to defend myself against enemies' attacks. Like, the more HP I have, the more chances there will be that I will going to actually survive an incoming attack, and that's just good. Like, the fact that it is like that. Anima charge strong attack. I would have used that. Melee damage. Okay, so I want this. But what do I need to get here? Increasing defense key depleted. Don't really want this. Don't want life in particular. You can remove life, defense, increase defense on your magic power, like remove 4 stats and try to get something better. If it's going to be possible. And I have to find a better scroll for me to use. This one is way more than outdated. Okay, so blacksmith, temper, a lot of the time that you're actually going to be playing this game, in the end, will going to be like do those small runs to get some resources and money, and then keep on rolling for better stats. Okay, life recovery and rate absorption. Got this one. Defense is increased. Like, is this a buff? If it's a buff, it's something I would want to keep. See, what do I actually want? Ninjutsu power sounds good. Ninjutsu power, active skill, key damage. Those are the two things that I am looking for. Okay, ninjutsu power. And instead of life, I want active skill, key damage, if possible. It's actually so hard to get the increased attack and defense for your particular weapon. And the tempering cost keeps increasing. Have so much stuff to choose from, but at the same time, not as much as I would want to have on this particular piece of equipment. Defense bonus, all sorts. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Switchglaive, split staff, tonfas, fists, dual swords, odachi, all of it being present. My weapon is completely ignoring me. That's really bad. I don't want to stick with life, because I need to ramp up my offense power more than defense power. With light armor, it's better to do it like this than the other way around. But it doesn't seem like I'm going to be successful. And that's actually one of the toughest part about this entire progression system, is that you have to like pray on random to actually give you stats that you want. And unfortunately, I'm not successful. And I know for the matter of fact that the stat that I'm looking for can be rolled on this piece of equipment, because my previous armor actually had it. I would have to reconsider then. Fine. I'm unlucky. Extremely unlucky.
お主には誠に感謝しておるよ。まだまだ隠居は先になりそうじゃの。
It's okay then. If I was unlucky, so be it. So be it. This one, if I will not going to get ultimate dexterity, is this one that I probably am going to be using. Most likely. But anyway, that's going to happen on the next stream already. Because currently we have reached the point where we're going to end today's stream. So what exactly have we done today? We haven't managed to complete the second region, but we've did pretty much all of the submissions that there were here, and only 2 main missions are left for us to close, so that this region is going to be completed. We have acquired quite a lot of new gear, primarily this Kusarigama, this sword, upgraded version of the sword that I had before. We got this rifle, as well as this thing, where I was able to get lucky drop accessory, lucky drop equipped weapon, lucky drop equipped armor, and I'm relying on this particular accessory to get me stuff that I want, because see, like it says, increase the chance of obtaining your currently equipped weapon when you randomly receive a weapon after defeating an enemy. The same goes about armor and about accessories. Not so much for the accessories do I want, like maybe in the future like remove this thing, because I already have this thing that allows us to get set bonus requirement reduced -1, and it's orange one, which is great. I am mostly inclined to get like scroll and those set pieces, and then flying Kato set. I probably want to get those things as well. That's going to happen in the future. When it comes to generally how my stats of the character look like, they're more like this: 66 into Constitution, 78 into Skill, 150 in Dexterity, and the rest of the stats were like this ever since like I stopped trying to like balance them out a little bit. Sure, this might go up. This actually should go up to increase the only potential like tankiness that I might be relying on, like a lot of HP. I don't know about this one, as well as this one. Maybe get it to something like 30, 50 would be a good idea. Get this to 30, even though like magic I use only mostly for buffs. That's it. And lightning familiar talisman just for some electricity proc, because I still consider that lightning is one of the strongest elements because of the fact that it does tremendous damage to enemies out of key. It also has the possibility to apply a very powerful debuff that even with like increased difficulty, it still manages to do what it's supposed to do. When it comes to Stone of Penance, we have tried today to play with Stone of Penance, and we are currently using like the Penance Stone of the Wise. We went through Penance Stone of the Wise without plus. Now this one has a plus on it. Means like it's even more powerful, increasing the pain even more. Don't know if I should even be doing that, but as I said, the reason why I did this is because of the fact that I haven't been trying it out ever since it was available, and it was available pretty much after the first difficulty, if I'm not mistaken, and I haven't been using it because I didn't find any reasons to use it. But anyway, if you have missed what happened during today's stream and you want to check it out, you can do this via video on demand on Twitch. You can also watch some highlights that my brother is making for his character. He is currently on New Game Plus compared to me playing on New Game 3 Plus, basically. But I'm pretty sure that he's going to catch up with me, especially now that he has changed his playstyle and decided to play with dual swords, heavy armor, instead of using axe. So yeah, he probably is going to have a better time. I hope so. Either way, if you want to know how you can support this channel, there are many variants for you to do so, many options. You can spread the word, share the videos, like them, invite new people, more fun. We can discuss various things if you want to. You can also subscribe to Twitch or use Patreon. Those options are also available for you. I, from my part, am going to be grateful for anything that you are going to choose out of those options. Decision is up to you. I'm just giving you possible choices that you can use. Anyway, I wish you great weekends. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for chatting, for viewing, for listening, and we'll be seeing with each other already next week. Next week, we are going to continue this journey and see what the game has in store for us in the future. Thank you guys for being here today, and have a great time.